Hey, what's up? Good morning. Hey, I want to have a uncomfortable conversation, and it's just some thoughts, and it don't bother me because I don't really care, but I got time on my hands, and I do want to address it. I hope everybody is well. Happy New Year. I hope everybody having a blessed morning. It is the end of the year, and God has allowed us to make it through 99% of 2025. And I hope everybody is well. I want everybody to pray for the sick and shut in. Pray for people that's hungry. Pray for people that's suffering. Make sure you donate to the Goodwill and the Salvation Army, like I do on a regular. And just make sure you try to do some community service. But let me address something why I really came over here this morning. So I made a video about, first of all, let me start by saying I hate public restrooms, just in general. Well, the morning show is on vacation, so they're playing the best of. We'll be back next week, the entire morning show. So yeah, we do a 2-week vacation, Christmas break at the end of the year. So they just playing best of. Somebody said they ready to toss their 2025. Hurry up. 2025 was a good year for me. I thank God for it. I think for me, 2025 was a year of healing. But let me say something that's bothering me. So I made a video. I have daughters that have to go to the restroom, public restroom. Sometimes we'll go to Chick-fil-A for nuggets or whatever, and I have to go to the restroom. Well, being a black man, you don't want to go in a woman's restroom. You can't go in a women's restroom. And then being a black man with a little girl, you can't go in a men's restroom because I don't feel comfortable being a man going into a man's restroom with my daughter because she have to potty, or being a man, especially a black man, going into a woman's facility for her to use the potty. So the question becomes, what are you doing? So what I came up with, I went on Amazon and I found this. These are portable toilets, right? So you take it out, and at the bottom they pop up. You can sit it on the back seat, or sit it on the back seat on the floor, or put them in the back hatch, and there you go. They come with plastic bags, and they come with a little gel that turns the pee into a hard-coated gel. Then you take the bag and throw it in the trash, and then you let your toilet seat down and put it back in the bag. And always keep you some hand sanitizer and some little paper napkins and put in there. Get you some napkins, put in there so they can wipe. And this is good for if they have to do number 1 or number 2 if you're a man. So that's some good advice. So I thought about it because one time I had to take them off in the bushes because I didn't feel comfortable going to either bathroom. They thought it was the funniest thing because they never had to pee outside. But it was funny. But there you go. Black man who have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old granddaughter, a 6-year-old granddaughter, and 2 6-year-old identical twins. And being a black man, where do you take them? How do you handle the restroom situation when they have to, when the kids have to potty? Okay, I just thought it was a good idea. And hey, you don't want to be no black man running in and out of a woman's restroom, and you can't take your little girl into a men's restroom or whatever. It's just I just don't feel comfortable doing it. And so I thought it was a good idea, and it is a good idea because it works for me. It's a good idea for me. It might not be a good idea for you. If you have seen some of the comments that I had to go and erase off of there with black women attacking me or just seeming like they had an issue with, well, why do you just go get a stranger or ask one of the female employees to take your daughter to the restroom? I don't know them. I don't know them. And I don't feel comfortable asking nobody to take my daughter to the restroom. Are you freaking crazy? And it just feel like, well, why don't you take them and you stand there? I'm not finna stand there. First of all, I don't like public restrooms. I don't like them sitting on toilet seats. I don't like the whole germy thing. I don't like them touching something. They got to touch the wall. You got to touch something in the public restroom or whatever. And I'm just, and it feel like every time I post something with me and my kids or me and my grandkids, black women, it seems like a lot of y'all hate black men. I just think you just hate black men because here you have a good father trying to, hey, here's an idea for you. Hey, I feel like I discovered something. I'm sure somebody else probably already thought of that or whatever. That's why they made the potty in the first place. But why do y'all come on my page only to criticize and attack? For me just trying to do something positive. What is it about black men, positive black men that's trying to be a good dad or a good grandfather? Why are we attacked so much? What's the problem? In the audacity and the nerve of you. Not black men don't come on the page doing it. Not white men coming on the page doing it. Not white women coming on the page doing it. I get into it with a black woman, whether somebody on the internet. I have to block a black woman every day on the internet. Can't control your mouth. Can't control, no self-control as to what you have to say. All of y'all think you somebody's mother or somebody's aunt, and you telling a middle-aged black man what to do and how to get down. What the be wrong with y'all? You need to, I remember when I used to post a lot of videos of Grayson. So you post the good stuff. I can post me correcting him, me getting him together. I had Grayson outside when he was 3 years old, helping the older nephews and my son rake leaves. Black women came on the page and was upset because I had a 3-year-old out there raking leaves. First of all, he wanted to rake the leaves. Number two, he learned how to get outside and do a little bit of work, and he want to be a big boy, and he want to, do something and help the men rake the leaves. He want to feel like he's contributed to the household. Grayson was 3 years old, taking the garbage out, getting emptying all of the garbage cans and all of the rooms or whatever. Black women been attacking me for that. You had a problem with that. Only black women, not black men. Black men be like, yeah, that's right, Rick, teach them. Especially y'all coaches or whatever. And somebody made a point. They're trying to punish you because of they sorry ass baby daddy. Like, when I tell you I get up and cook meals, I got my 6-year-old twin daughters separating clothes. They know how to separate the whites from the darks. And I know grown women that don't separate their clothes when they do laundry. And when I tell you my older kids are grown and respectful, everybody that was raised, that came out of this house or whatever, that made the decision to do the right thing the right way, they are successful. But the nerve of you to tell a black man who's head of household how to manage certain situations, not the DM say, hey, I had women come in my inbox, the inbox, and just be real respectful, say, Mr. Smiley, I have a suggestion. Now I appreciate that. Now if you want to come in the inbox and DM me a suggestion, but you want to come in and say it out there because you don't have no manners, no training, no discipline, and a lot of y'all are uncouth. Google it. Uncouth. To try to tell a black man how to run his kids and to run his household. I had a lady got mad at me because I showed the kids waking up Christmas morning, and just the joy of Christmas and everybody sharing videos of their kids opening up their presents and all of that stuff. You had a problem with that. I had a lady calling me selfish. You selfish, buying all that stuff. And have no idea how much money we donate to charity, how much money we raise for St. Jude, kids with cancer, how many times me and my kids then got up and served at the Salvation Army, how many times we then went and delivered toys to people's houses and only get attacked. Like, what is it about black men that you hate so bad that you would come on somebody's page when they doing something positive and something for their kids and criticize them because that's not the way you would do it. And just the nerve and the disrespect and the condescending tone, just real condescending and like kind of talk to you like you're a It ain't no she. It ain't no she. It's a lot of them. I at least 15, 20 black women a day I have to block off my social media. And I don't argue. I just go in there and block them. Just go in there and I just keep it real simple. I just block them. Very, very messy. Oh, don't even get me started on that. Messy. Just anything that you could take and turn into some mess, messy, negative. Then when I meet women in public, that's a whole nother thing. Messy, negative. I went to church, and a church that I go and visit often, which is a great church, and I had to set boundaries and correct the black woman because I thought she was out of line with my kids. Church was crowded. We walking out of church, and I got my girls behind me, and I have my 3-year-old granddaughter, and I'm trying to get out of church, right? And I'm like, nah, I want to apologize. I don't like taking pictures in church. I don't like taking pictures in church. I just don't. I waste some coffee. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. I don't like taking pictures in church. I really don't like taking pictures, period, because people have made it a bad experience taking pictures, and they don't understand if you take one picture, you got to take a picture with everybody. And then now it's 1:00, your kid's hungry. You can't stand there in church and take pictures. That's God's day. I'm not taking pictures in church. And so the lady, the twins behind me, she grabbed both of the twins. Didn't ask me would it be okay. She just grabbed them and pulled them to her because she wanted to take pictures of them. And this lady in her 70s. It don't just be women in their 30s and 40s. It be women in their 70s too because they be emboldened and entitled. So I done made it to the back of the church. I look behind. I don't see my kids. And I'm like, what happened? Where the kids? I'm going through the crowd like, where my daughters? A lady got them over there in between pews with a camera phone out posing for pictures. And I ran over there. I said, excuse me? I said, she said, yes. I'm going. Not, I would like. Would it be okay? Black woman, I'm going to take pictures of them. I said, you are not? because I'm their dad. And I think that you should ask me first. Oh, she clutched her pearls. Oh, well, I can delete them. I said, I would appreciate if you would. Every last one of them. I said, hey, let's go. Stay with me. I said, no, ma'am, you ask me first. I'm their dad. You don't pull them to the side and you see us going through a crowd and you snatch them and they supposed to be following me and grab them so you could take a picture of them. What the you gonna do with some pictures of my daughters? What you gonna do with the pictures? Why? Why? And I deal with that all the time. Y'all grab on people, you're aggressive, you put your phones in people's face, you don't speak before you ask for a picture. Like, what is it going on with our sisters and your disrespect, hatred, and disregard for black men? And when I tell you, and the reason I'm complaining about this, because when I tell you, man, my first order of business is to make sure that I'm not musty, to make sure that my breath never stink, and to make sure that I'm very respectful when I go to public. I don't care if that chick working at Chick-fil-A, 22 years old, every time she asks me something, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, thank you, may I, and please. What happened to manners? What happened to manners? What happened to manners and respect? Just sometimes y'all approach be so aggressive. Like, what the hell be going on? And why do y'all come on my page leaving negative comments about everything? Everything. You ask people to share. You know, we on the radio. We a radio personality, national known comedian or whatever, trying to open up and share. Why? Why all this heat from the sisters? Not black men, not white men, not white women, sisters. Every day. At Target, at Walmart, or whatever. It is very rare that I get into it with any other demographic of human being on this earth. But man, I have to block and delete black women from my pages every day. And then let's not even talk about the ones, the stalkers, the ones that's been catfished and think they've been in some kind of relationship with me. Even when you I personally get on the phone and call women and FaceTime them on Facebook and say, ma'am, I apologize that you sent quote unquote Rickey Smiley some money. You are not dating me. Some women reach out to me in my inbox and then even after that, some of them still don't clap on to reality because I personally told you that that was not me that you was talking to. That's Rickey Smiley, 416-523-87911, which you know that's a fake page. And I just believe in respect for everybody. I believe in just being kind, being thoughtful, being respectful, but the attitude for setting boundaries, being put on the spot. I know you finna take a picture. I said, no, I'm not finna take a picture since you want to ask in front of everybody. Putting you on the spot, not asking for a picture, but putting you on the spot to try to see what your reaction is, just to give them an excuse to get mad. Oh, I've been in this industry a long time, and I just see through so much. God, that's why I don't go to stuff. Hey, we want to give you an award. It's going to be in a ballroom. I'm not going to sit in no ballroom at no table, being approached every 6-7 minutes and be, nah. And that's what it is. So my little thing with the helping little girls, fathers that have daughters that have little girls, that was just a little nugget, you know, for you to order the little toilet ain't but $12 off of Amazon and pop it up in the back seat of your car so your daughter can have a comfortable, clean potty and get some little wipes so she can wipe herself and then let her wipe her hands and take her on back inside of Chick-fil-A or Church's or Popeyes or Burger King or McDonald's or Zaxby's or Golden Corral or wherever you eating at. Because a lot of people like myself, I just don't like public restrooms to begin with. But we want to keep kids safe and we want your girls to be comfortable. And then little girls be like, look what daddy got for us. Daddy got us our own. We got a toilet in the car or whatever. Somebody said radish. No, dog, you can't eat inside radish. But all of the sisters, I'm not trying to demonize all the sisters, all the black women that's respectful and come on there and leaving positive information and DMing me positive information that I could use or do something better. I just really appreciate it because that's like pulling somebody to the side. When you go in the inbox and DM somebody something, that's like pulling them to the side. Hey, Ricky, make sure you might want to start your video, do that video over because you had something in your nose or like, but to try to come on the page to try to embarrass you because, you know, these be the same people that come in your house and tell you how to decorate your house. Well, I like the way my couch set up and I want my table right there because this is my house and that's the way I want it. Don't come in here and telling me how to decorate my house. Well, you go and decorate your house like always got something to say. And hey, what up, CB205, Woodlawn Colonels, what's up? I take offense to anyone mishandling you and yours and I haven't met you. Like, yeah, it's bad. I got women, I had a woman come on my page, and was like, why would you cry, film yourself crying? Well, a lot of people don't write. And she said that on the page. You know, why would you come on here and film yourself crying? I don't understand. When therapists told me that, I can go back and look back at my videos and my face when my son died. That's a real good way of documenting what your pain as opposed to writing it down. Everybody don't like to write. I don't like to write. I don't like to read and I don't like to write. I like to use video to document where I am in that time, in that space, and how I'm feeling in that time and in that space. That's my way of documenting. That works for me. Because I can go back and look at my videos and look at myself and be like, I can look at myself and see how I was feeling and how I was struggling and I can get it. That's better than writing. But that was a problem for some people, you know, just it worked for me. But, you know, smart mouth black woman had to come on there and let it be known that I feel like it's stupid for you to come on here and express yourself and express and cry on live. How do you cry on live? Like, only sisters. And I just want to say this. I just appreciate every black woman that's on this page. CB, I remember you used to come out there to Crestwood Field when I played with Terrence, rest in peace, 1995. Yeah, absolutely. I just went to Crestwood and talked to the kids a couple of weeks ago. Man, God bless you, man. And I just want us in 2026, whatever you've been through with your dad or your baby daddy or your ex-boyfriend, please release your hatred of black men. Because a lot of us feel like y'all hate us no matter what we do. To come on somebody's page and criticize. And one thing about me, I'm not the perfect dad. And I'm sure my kids' teachers can tell when they with their mom and when they with their dad. Because when they with their dad, pants might have a hole in it. Pants might be in the flood. Shirt might not be ironed properly. Ribbons might be crooked. If I do their hair, the ponytail the bun might not be all right. I'm not greased right. But guess what they have? They have a full stomach. They have discipline. They have structure. And they have love. And no, we'll get a tutor and we'll sit here and do homework all night. But we'll forget to sign the homework. And dads just don't do everything perfect. We just be doing the best that we can with what we got. No, I ain't gonna sign the homework unless somebody bring it to my attention because I forget to sign the homework. But I'm gonna help you with the homework. We're gonna do the homework. They ain't never went back to school and the homework wasn't done. I just forget to sign the damn homework. I be forgetting, like, it be little stuff, you know. Just be doing you keep missing my comment. Look at the phone, please. How are the girls feeling? I heard they had the flu. Who is this and how you know that? I don't know. You might want to ask their mom. are you somebody that I know? And how did you hear that? Are you a friend of their mom? And you gonna go back and be messy? See, I be skeptical about that. Miss Devin, you can reply. I'm reading the screen. Man, this stuff is crazy, and just how messy people are. How is something like that bothering you? How is something like that bothers her? Oh yeah. Oh, what's bothering her is that I'm a black man. That's what bothers her. My presence alone bothers her. So any little thing that she thinks she might, they think they might not like, they're gonna come on here and leave a comment and just to be. I don't know. Identify yourself, Miss Devin. That's all I'm asking. If you're a friend of their mom, you might want to ask her, or come to the inbox. Or you can go in the inbox if you want to. We can talk in the inbox, Miss Devin. So that's all I want to say. Thank y'all. Miss Devin, you can meet me in the inbox. Okay. All right, man. Y'all have a good day. All right. I love y'all. Peace.